didn't even mean to shoot you, girl.
Target is nearby.
Dude, I love one-shotting the damn dogs.
I love you one-shotting the dogs.
Yeah.
I run through that in like 10 minutes and I leveled up 13 times. It's like, yes, sir.
Did I just respawn again? What did the agent say to the cheeks? Not today. I just want the dome. Haha, that joke of the day.
Sometimes, chat. Sometimes you just don't want the cheeks, you want the dome instead.
What's going on, Dags? If you're new to the channel, welcome to Die Again Gaming. I'm your host, Nox, where my favorite thing to do is respawn. For today's video, I'm going to talk about how to farm efficiently during events like the 5x XP event, or just how to efficiently farm in general. And the hot topic for today is going to be one-shot builds. So what is a one-shot build? A one-shot build is utilizing the chest talent Headhunter paired with the gun talent Determined. And there are plenty of one-shot builds up on YouTube from lots of awesome creators, so I won't really get into the builds per se, but I'm going to talk about the gameplay. First things first, take a look at this chart right here. It's going to showcase the HP pools of the enemies and different difficulties, and depending on how many agents you are playing if you're not playing solo. And when it comes to one-shot builds, it really doesn't matter what kind of loadout you have, as long as you're hitting for the minimum amount of damage to take out enemies with one shot. So in theory, if you're playing solo on heroic, you only need to hit a little bit less than 10 million a shot to take out elites and down. And anything over 10 million is just going to be wasted, with the exception of named enemies, because named enemies do have more hit points. For the same example, if you're playing solo on heroic, they have a little bit less than 20 million. And this is where the damage is going to matter more depending on what kind of content you are playing. Because if you are planning on running control points and bounties, you are going to run into named enemies every single time on heroic difficulty. So with that being said, you're definitely going to want a build that hits harder. That way you can one-shot those named enemies. And another benefit of having really high damage with your one-shot build is that for the initial headshot kill, you're not going to get those big damage boosts from the Headhunter talent. So having a higher base damage means that your initial kill is going to give you more stacks for your Headhunter, and it's going to be easier to take out the first person and then stack up enough Headhunter to be able to take out the following enemies as well in one shot. There are many ways that you can accomplish this easier. You could whip out the Nemesis marksman rifle, scope in, get that headshot. It's going to do a lot of damage and it's going to stack up your Headhunter almost to the max. Then you're going to swap to your gun of choice with the Determined talent and get another headshot kill to get the ball rolling. If you're playing with the sidearm, you can use the Dodge City gunslinger holster as well. And if that's not your cup of tea, you could go after red bars and purple bars first, because they are going to have less HP than the elites. So taking out the first red or purple is going to stack up your Headhunter, and depending on how much damage you do, you can go directly for an elite or try to take out another red bar and purple bar. And then after 1 or 2 enemies, you should have more than enough damage to one-shot any elites going forward. Now say you run into a Changa or a named enemy Changa, and the way that the Headhunter Determined combo interacts with that is any enemy with a helmet, all you're going to do is knock off that helmet, and that will consume your Determined and Headhunter stacks, meaning you'll have to restack it again. And in the heat of battle, that might be a little bit challenging. So what I like to do is I'll ignore the Changas with the helmets and I'll go after all the regular units. Or if you have your Headhunter stacked up and you shoot the Changa with the helmet and knock off their helmet, you can go after a red bar or a purple bar. That way you build up your Headhunter again, and then you can one-shot the Changa once their helmet is off. And if you're playing against Black Tusk, you can one-shot their dogs and tanks, but you're going to want to wait for the Warhound or the mini tank to actually explode. That way your Determined comes back, and then you can continue with the one-shotting. If you're only planning on running open world activities like public executions, propaganda broadcasts, or territory controls, you're not going to really need a fully min-max build for that, because like I said, the elites only have 10 million HP if you're playing solo on heroic. So you can mix and match different gear sets, brand sets, and make fun builds if you want. And what I personally like to do is I'll run like the classic M1 Alpha, because with that rifle you can spray and pray and take out all the enemies really fast. Or you could use the G28 marksman rifle because it does the same thing. It has a high magazine and shoots fast. And the faster you could take out the enemies, the more experience you'll get because you could go on to the next objective. But if you're a new player and you don't have high expertise, going with a rifle like the 1886 or one of the marksman rifles that has a higher base damage is going to be your safest bet to be able to go through content fast. So I just encourage you to put together a build, then go to the shooting range and test out your damage numbers. And if you're able to one-shot the elite test dummies in the shooting range, you're going to be able to one-shot them in the open world. So that's my 2 cents about one-shot builds. Don't overthink it. Just put together a build with the Headhunter talent, paired with whatever gun you want to use with the determined talent. Go to the shooting range, and if it works, it works. And also don't use the guns that have the perfect determined on it because it's not going to work like the regular determined. And if you are struggling with getting enough Headhunter stacks for your initial kill, you can run the perfect Headhunter with the Chain Killer chest piece. The Chain Killer will give you a little bit more stacks for your Headhunter on the initial kill. So that's a way that you can, kind of boost the amount of damage that you do if you are a new player and don't have the best type of guns and don't have expertise in your guns. All right, let's move on to my strategy how to farm the open world. Alrighty, Dags, before we get into the whole farming thing, I want you to check out my map. You can see that I don't have any of the side missions done, and that's going to play a key role when it comes to running bounties. And a quick gist on how to get your world set up as mine. What I did is I started this agent at level 1. I did not boost to level 30 or level 40. And when I leveled up my agent, I didn't do any of the side missions except for like the ones that were control points. Those are fine to do. And what this allows for is when I do a bounty, say I want to do a West End bounty, watch where it actually goes. It went to Downtown West. And if you already know about bounty farming in this location, Downtown West, all you have to do is stay against this wall right here or run over here. And you can farm this whole bounty location here back to back to back without any running. Let's do this again. Now let's start one in Downtown West, see where it goes. Same thing, it went over here. The reason why West End and Downtown West all go right here is because I didn't do any of these side missions. And bounties like to go to side missions. And because I don't have those side missions done, the bounties are gonna usually go to like the street or something like that. For this instance, right here, there is no side mission for this location right here. It is just a spot that the bounties like to spawn. So what I do is I'll do these public executions. Right now, the public executions are given 460,000 because I can only run 4 directives because the Ragers one isn't working. But if you're able to run all 5 directives, they're going to give you 520,000 XP. And during XP events like the ×3 or the one that's going on right now, the ×5 XP event, that's going to get multiplied ×5. And another way to get even more XP is do not complete Liberty Island in New York where you have to fight Aaron Keener. And by doing that, you're going to get bonus Accolade XP. For example, when I get a headshot kill, I'm actually going to get ×2 headshot kills. So I take out one enemy and it's going to give me ×2 headshot. And also each enemy that I take out is going to give me multi-kill XP as well. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you could go to the Quartermaster, tab over to perks, and this is the accolade section right here. You can see there's a headshot accolade, multi-kill accolade, you got survivor accolades. And for whatever reason, when you don't beat Liberty Island, the headshot accolade gets ×2. The multi-kill accolade actually procs for every single enemy. So even if I take out one enemy, it's going to give me that multi-kill XP. If I take out 6 enemies with headshots, I'm going to get ×12 headshot kills and ×6 multi-kill. And also the survivor bonus likes to proc more than once as well. So you could get that even multiple times. And if you're playing in a group, you're going to get multiple survivor bonuses and multiple team survivor bonuses at the same time as you get in the multi-kills and the headshot kill accolades proccing. And that is how I'm able to level up super fast, just because I just get bonus XP on taking out enemies. And the number one thing that you do in this game is you take out enemies, and each time you take out an enemy, you get XP. And so why not set up your world like mine so you could get even more XP, right? So when it comes to the strategy, how to farm the most amount of XP in the open world, either if you're playing solo or what I like to do is play in a group, we will only run in Constitution Hall, Downtown West, and West End. And you can see in the west end, you could literally clear this whole region really quickly. You could run the public executions, giving you 460,000. You got the territory controls giving you 260,000. We got the control points giving us 720,000 XP. Propaganda broadcast giving us 430,000 XP. And they're all super close to each other. So you could literally, fast travel to this mission right here and run down and knock out all of this right here. The same thing with Downtown West. You got a lot of fast travel points. You can go to the settlement. You could go to this classified assignment. You got this mission right here. And because this region is really small, you could literally run through everything pretty quick. The same thing with Constitution Hall. You got the safe halls right in the middle, and you have the mission right here. And right in this whole little area is always popping. And another good spot that you could run around where you'll face true suns is right here. You could literally just keep running around in a circle right here and taking everything out. You could fast travel to the main entrance right here. You could fast travel to this mission right here and just run over. You can fast travel to Tidal Basin and run over here. You got this safe house right here that you can run around to wherever you want to go. You got the mission right here that you can run over here if you want. Same thing with Southwest. You got a lot of places you can fast travel to and get to all these activities really easily. East Mall is really good too, because this is one of the public executions I like to do because it's super close. And if you're playing on a one-shot build, farming Outcast is really easy because none of the units have helmets besides their Changa. So what I personally do is I'll run a bunch of public executions. Once you complete it and pick up the bounty, say, hey, I just completed a public execution. Here's the bounty. All you have to do is hover over it, go to details, and then abort the bounty. And it's going to save it for later. And that's how you can stack up a bunch of bounties and then run all the bounties back to back at the same time. And if you're playing in a group, every time you complete a public execution, every single member in your party is going to get the bounty, and you can save it for later. So when you want to run the bounties, now one public execution is going to give you 4 bounties in a 4-man group. You could do like 3 public executions and end up with 12 bounties that you could run back to back. And the reason why I always preach to do bounties is if you look at the bounties, here's a challenging bounty, 440,000 XP. And if you do it in Downtown West, you could run through this thing in like 30 seconds. Heroic bounty gives you almost 600,000 XP. The same thing with the challenging. You could run this thing under a minute. And because we're able to do all the bounties from West End and Downtown West all in this spot right here, we could literally do nothing but run bounties for an hour straight and get hundreds and hundreds of levels in a session. And if you're in a group, you can actually run this classified assignment right here. There's a way to cheese the system. That way you can just keep running it back and back and back over and over again. And if that's something you're interested in doing, there's a lot of videos on YouTube with other content creators that cover this topic. Alrighty, Dex, I think I covered everything you need to know about my strategy when it comes to farming in the open world. Here's damage with the harvest with the fully stacked Hunter's Fury, hitting for almost 17 million. And that's without any of the passive modifiers kicking in. Here's a quick look at this loadout. I got the classic M1 Alpha, KSC shotgun, and the harvest. Backpack is going to be the Ninja Bike backpack, headshot damage. I got my first piece of the Hunter's Fury, got headshot damage on everything. Same thing with the gloves, with the holster. Then I got the 2 pieces of the Eminence. Both of them are going to be set at the same weapon handling headshot damage. And this works really well with the Ninja backpack because you're going to get the Hunter's Fury with all that armor on kill and all that amplified damage. Then you're going to get the 3-piece bonus here with the 60% pistol damage. For the link, it's not going to really matter. You can run whatever you want. I'm not actually going to be utilizing it. The main thing is I have supportive to make my fixer drone heal faster and better. I got the best kind of defense, which is going to give me even more headshot damage. And then I got the multitasker, which is going to give me weapon damage, some bonus armor, and that +1 skill tier. For the skills, I'm rocking the bulwark shield, and I got the fixer drone. And once the multitasker passive modifier kicks in, the shield is going to go up 1 more level, and the fixer drone is going to go up 1 more level to heal me even more. Stat wise, I'm sitting at 200% headshot damage, but that's going to go up a little bit once our passive modifiers all kick in. We're going to sit at over 1 million armor. We're going to have 300,000 armor on kill, which is pretty nutty because we are never going to die with that 30% armor on kill on this loadout. Yeah, so yeah, definitely this loadout is definitely a monster. You're going to be doing hella damage. Like, look at the base damage right now. Look at the base damage on the harvest, 828,000. And that's going to go up a little bit more once the multitasker kicks in as well. And once the best kind of defense passive modifier kicks in, we're going to be sitting at 225% headshot damage, which is nice. You could also run more blue cores if you want. It's not really needed on this build because we have 30% armor on kill. And with this loadout, you're going to do enough damage with the harvest to take out enemies even with a 4-man group. Just remember, all you have to do is hit these numbers like I showed earlier. I'll show them again. Anything over that, you don't need when it comes to one-shot builds. And if you do run into a named enemy, you could whip out the KSG shotgun, or you could take out the classic M1 Alpha and just blast them in the head. So here's another build that you can run as well. I got the Ninja Bike backpack. I got 2 pieces of their breaking point. And because I got the Ninja Bike backpack, it's going to count as 3 pieces. So I'm going to get all those stats right there. I got Chain Killer. I got Eagle's Grasp. And I got Fox's Prayers. And for this build, I'm going to be rocking the classic M1 Alpha. It's going to be more than enough damage on solo if you're playing on heroic. And if you're playing in a full squad in challenging mode, you can run this classic M1 Alpha as well. And then if you're playing in a full squad on heroic, you can swap over to the 1886. This is why I like the classic M1 Alpha, because look how fast it shoots. You can literally just spray and pray a whole crowd. Bruh, I shot the railing like 12 times in a goddamn row.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Bruh. Where are you running? That wasn't annoying. Well, let me clear these guys out first.
Hostile control point identified.
Bruh, that nade landed on me? What the hell?
Incoming hostiles detected.
Motherfucker. I don't know, lately too, like I was running the legendary mission and one of the guys went down and his thing never went off. The Survivor Hive, it didn't go off at all.
Yeah. It might have been under a status effect.
Cause he said it himself. He was like, no, I asked him, what the fuck? And then when I threw mine, it didn't work either.
What the fuck you doing down?
I was fucking I went in there with no armor. I thought I had armor. I forgot you had fragile armor on. I ran in there, I looked at my bomb like, oh yeah, I'm gonna die.
I was like, what the
I
fuck?
had no fucking armor.
Where are these fuckers up here?
No, I'm
Literally
not
2
talking about
kills.
him,
Oh, okay, that's what I say.
I'm
Don't
talking about
don't invite him. Dude had 2 kills. I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's like,
I know
damn.
if no bounty would have been in here, they were like, the fuck did you do?
Oh, I was like,
I was like, start your shit. Don't start your shit, bro. He was like, you didn't do shit.
I'm over here like, damn. Well, I mean, were you?
Yeah,
he was with us the whole time.
I ain't even gonna lie, I had a random ass build on and I got more kills than his ass. That's crazy.
I think I was running either the rifle build or
running
something else.
I was no, the last one.
I don't remember. It wasn't the last one.
Roosevelt?
No, it wasn't. I think it was Capitol Building.
Because the last one you changed. No,
Yeah.
I think didn't Capital you changed?
Oh yeah,
Your
yeah,
thingy or no?
yeah. I did. I went to the skill build.
Yeah, nigga, he had only 2 kills in Capital Building.
Oh, and I had
He
the skill
only had
build.
2 kills. He had the skill build on, and you
Yeah.
had more kills than him. He had a skill build on too.
I don't even know. His kills weren't doing shit.
I was running. I don't even know what I was running at. I think I was running my
Here, let's
I was
invite,
running my striker build.
I'll invite this
like,
guy.
nah,
He's level 67. This farm would be good for him if he joins.
Come on, get up. Oh, you got him.
Yeah, you're taking too long.
Oh. Oh, you got a one-shot build on now.
Shoot me.
There's a guy over there.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Where are they coming from? What
I'm
side?
getting in.
Is there another one? There he is.
Yeah.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
All right,
They're probably coming from.
I'm trying to not shoot the fucking rushers.
I got the rusher. Let me kill the other one.
Oh, almost shot the damn rusher. Trying to shoot the medic.
Don't shoot the rusher. I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
The
No,
other guys.
the medic ran, and I almost missed the medic and shot the rusher.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
Oh, everybody says have girls.
Yeah, she got the attitude already. Trying to get. Oh, you little fucker.
That's the one that plays the Lego game. He's stuck on the goddamn Lego game. Yeah, chicken, go. It's almost laying down time for y'all.
I heard
So you
my
have to go watch
nephews
TV.
have started saying, "What the Squidward?" My God, okay.
You know
This one's
what?
just a chicken.
Kids don't understand Squidwards, but adults understand him. I gotta be careful with those rushers with the headshot builds, because if you kill them with a headshot and shoot their chest before they fall, it'll consume your headhunter. But you can shoot their chest piece without consuming headhunter when they're actually down on the ground, which is weird.
You went to the game.
Fucking ongoing directive, that shit. You get to go.
What's up?
Yo.
Hey, hey.
Yo, yo.
Oh shit, I can't see who I'm shooting at.